This is Roses. 1722. Maddie did so good on our intro, or not intro, our outro earlier. I'm so proud of her. Yes, I am. Alrighty. This is book number 2. For those of you catching the replay, catching it live. Those of you catching a replay, thank you. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more content, please. It helps us out very greatly. We're going to try a different reading angle. See if it's more comfortable for me. Of course, I'm going to read, and then I'll show the pictures. And when I'm done with this, I will open up another live. So, the Aladdin one will be scheduled for the 10th, and this one should be for the 11th. Thank you. If it loads, that is. Goodness. Hey, if you want to do that, we'll do it on the next one. Autumn, of what we were talking about. Cinderella, or the glass slipper. I'm going to go ahead and show you this page. This book is so old, I can't get over how old it is. Once upon a time, I'm trying to get different angles of reading where I'm not as nervous. Once upon a time, there was a gentleman who married for his second wife, the proudest and most haunting woman that ever was seen. She had 2 daughters of their own, who were indeed exactly like her in all things. Sounds like me on that. Well, close. The gentleman had also a young daughter of rare goodness and sweetness of temper, which she took from her mother, who was the best creature in the world. And y'all, Maddie's sitting here listening to me. I'm so proud. The wedding was scarcely over when the stepmother's bad temper began to show itself. She could not bear the goodness of the young girl because it made her own daughters appear the odious. Hey, Jeremiah. The stepmother gave her the meanest work in the house to do. The meanest work to do? Hi, Hatson. She had to sour the dishes. That sounds so horrible. Hey, I'm going through people's lives and asking you, do any of you like Tom Cruise movies? If so, can you tell me which one? Tom Cruise. I like a lot of his movies. Happy Sweet 16, Peyton. I hope it's a good birthday. Where is my moderators? Because we got some crazy mess going on. Mission Impossible, all of them. Do you want to be in a Mr. Beast video? No, I do not. Hi, KM Jam, welcome in. Hi, Rahu, love from India. Hi, RB. And depends on what you like, Peyton. Different people do like cake, balloons, and maybe a dance, their favorite song. I'm not sure my opinion on that. Where are my moderators? Your mods left because you ate all their food. Well, that's so mean. That's not nice. 32. Hello. Hi, Les Cinema. Hi, PW. Y'all got some work to do. They're making y'all work right now. Hey, I should pay for what? What? Hi, Leanna. Not right now. I have 2 to 3 when they're in here. I don't have a bug on my wall. There isn't a bug on my wall. Goodness gracious, y'all are rude tonight. Albie from Chicago, Illinois. Hello. I've seen a bunch of Tom Cruise movies. I like him. You've Got Mail is one that I like. Hamster Combat. Okay, what in the world? Cape. High River Platte. Hola. From Argentina. Super Cape probably flew away. I mean, I don't see a bug on my wall or anything. I think you're just being mean. Sorry, I only do people for my mods I know personally. Hi, Kira. Something about some onions. Hello. Hi. Mods, y'all stay. Y'all stay on it. They're making y'all work today. Whew. Okay, Maddie. No, not right now. Not right now, babe. Maddie. Once upon a time, there was a gentleman who married for his second wife the proudest and most haughty woman that you have ever seen. She had 2 daughters of her own. Oh, goodness. Of her own. Our series of smell is being taken away from the... You never know, phone. You never know. I'm doing okay, Robert. Who were indeed exactly like her in all things. The gentleman had also a young daughter. Here, I'm holding you right here, Maddie. Of rare goodness and sweetness of temper, which she took from her mother, who was the best creature in the world. The wedding was scarcely over when the stepmother's bad temper began to show itself. She could not bear the goodness of the young girl. Hi, Justin. How are you? Wait, I was lonely. Was that say 2016's election? Wait, oh well. Keep doing what you're doing, phone. You're doing a good job getting the word out. It's not just Republicans or Democrats. It's both parties. They're one big party, just so you know. Of this young girl, because it made her own daughters appear the more odious. The stepmother gave her the meanest work in the house to do. She had to scour the dishes, tables, etc., and to scrub the floors and clean out the bathrooms. Clean out the bedrooms. The poor girl had to sleep in the garret upon a wrenched straw bed, while her sisters lay in fine rooms with inlaid floors upon beds of their very newest fashion, and where they had looking glasses so large that they might see themselves at their full length. Kenny, baby. Thank you, Myers. Appreciate that. The poor girl bore all patiently and dared not complain to her father, who would have scolded if she had done so. What did I just miss? I trust my mod, so. For his wife governed him entirely. When she had done her work, that's your personal opinion, Joseph. Exactly. Be respectful. Can you go get her outfit, please? Huh? Okay, I can just take this. Don't pinch me. Do not. Do not. Hey, don't spank her. Go. Do what I ask. Right now. You want your phone back? You want your phone back? Do what I ask. Here, Bella. Goodness. When she had done her work, she used to go into the chimney corner and sit among the ciders. Hence, she was called Cinderella, the younger sister of the two, who was not so rude and uncivil as the elder, called her Cinderella. However, Cinderella, in spite of her mean apparel, was 100 times more handsome than her sisters, thought they were always richly dressed. I'm reading a story. That's what I'm doing, just okay. Hang on, Bella. Was 100 times more handsome than her sisters. They were always richly dressed. It happened that the king's son gave a ball and invited to it all persons of fashion. Okay, thanks. Not sure your thoughts on that, but that sounds very sarcastic. Our young misses were also in countryside. I'm say this once and say it for all. If you can't say nothing nice, then just keep your mouth shut and listen, or you can hop off here. Because this is a family channel, and you will be respectful. Thank you. Goodness gracious. It happened that the king's son gave a ball and invited it to all persons of fashion. Our young misses were also invited, for they cut a very grand figure among the people of the countryside. Whew, goodness, they're on one tonight. They were highly delighted with the invitations and wonderfully busy in choosing the gowns, petticoats, and headdresses which might best become them. This made Cinderella's lot still harder, for it was she who ironed her sister's lining. What?
Joseph, whoever you are, you better leave my family alone.
Okay. We don't need all that. We don't need any of that. We don't need no threats. No, we don't need all that. I got them to stop. I need you to stop.
Yeah, next thing you'll be, I'll be the one getting blamed singing it.
Wait, we don't need any of that commentary. I handled it. I don't need your input on that.
Well, I wanted to make sure you knew it wasn't me.
I thought you were that Christopher person. So anyways, I'm trying to read, please. Cinderella's lot still harder, for it was who ironed her sister's lining and plaited their ruffles. They talked all day long of nothing but how they should be dressed. For my part, said the elder, I will wear my red velvet suit with French trimmings. And I, said the younger, shall wear my usual skirt, but then to make amends for that, I will be on my gold flowered mantle. What? I don't know where your outfit looks like that. I don't know. I'm on live and I will not speak to you right this second. They talked, not you, Maddie. They all talked all day long of nothing but how they should be dressed. For my part, said the elder, I will wear my red velvet suit with French trimmings. And I, said the younger, shall wear my usual skirt, but then, to make amends for that, I will put on my gold flowered mantle and my diamond stomacher. Which is far from being the most ordinary one in the world. They sent for the best hairdressers they could get to make up their hair in fashionable style. JJ, what you laughing about, huh? And brought patches for their cheeks. Cinderella was consulted in all these matters, for she had good taste. She advised them always for the best, and even offered her services to dress their hair, which they were very willing she should do. What, biggest?
Daddy has him was you.
Okay. I'm just busy. Oh, goodness. Fashionably styled and brought patches for their cheeks. Cinderella was consulted in all matters. In all these matters. Hey, can you turn that down?
Yeah.
For she had good taste. She advised them always for the best. And even, she don't need long sleeves. There's long sleeves.
Oh.
Cinderella was consulted in all matters, for she had good taste. She advised them always for the best, and even offered her services to dress their hair, which they were willing she should do. As she was doing this, they said to her, Cinderella, would you not be glad to go to the ball? Young lady, she said, you only jeer at me. It is not for such I am to go there. You're right, they replied. People would laugh to see a Cinder rich at a ball. Oh. It's okay. It's okay that you're late, but dang it, Bella. Now you got, well, at least it's at 39. A Cinder rich at a ball. You missed a whole bunch of party. PW. I'm glad you're back. Thank you. They've been wild in the chat tonight. Tell me I was ugly and all kinds of crazy mess. I'm like, oh, Lord. Would laugh to see us. You even missed him kind of yelling at one of the people. It's been wild. Yeah. Just give me a second. At a ball. Anyone but Cinderella. Yeah, it was like all at once. I was like, oh my goodness. Anyone but Cinderella would have dressed their hair always. She was good, nurtured, and arranged it perfect. You guys get back just a little bit. You can hold me at my back so I can, there, now I can read. Perfectly well. They were almost 2 days without eating. So much were they transported with joy. They broke above a dozen laces in trying to. Whew, they definitely on something tonight. Whew, I'm starting to get hot. Can you turn on that air, please and thank you? We've only had one picture, y'all, this whole time. Yes. Lace themselves tight. They might have a fine, slender shape. Thank you, Maddie. Come here. Maddie, come here. Oh, don't turn that one off.
I want to
You're a goof.
I
You're
want
smelling
to
it.
have
They smell good?
that one does.
Yeah, it smells like fabric softener because I sprayed it by it. Uh, I mean, it's been a trip for real. Lace themselves tight, and they might have a fine, slender shape, and they were continuously at their looking glass.
Yeah.
I see you. And last the happy day came. Yes, they were like boom, 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 boom. And Cinderella followed them with their eyes as long as she could, and she had lost sight of them. She fell a crying. Yes, good teamwork. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Her godmother, who saw her in tears, asked her what was the matter. I wish I could, but finished for her sobbing. Her godmother, who was a fairy, said to her, "You wish you could go to the ball, is that so?" Atlas said, "Yes," Cinderella sighing. "Well," said her godmother, but be a good girl, and she says, "Hi, Maddie." Say hi, Olaf.
Hi, Ola.
Okay, here's this picture. This picture looks so crazy looking. Oh, can't see it.
That's a lot of words for one pond.
She said, "That's a lot of words for one mom." Okay, it says, "We'll see that you go." Then she took her into chamber and said to her, "Run into the garden and bring me a pumpkin." Cinderella went at once to gather the finest she could get and brought it to her godmother, not being able to imagine how this pumpkin could help her to go to the ball. Her godmother scooped out all the inside of it, leaving nothing but the rind. Then she stuck it in. Then she struck it with her wand. I like pumpkin pie. That's what I like, and I like carving pumpkins. It's fun. But it's a mess and takes a while.
I don't like to. Hey, yeah, he does sound that hot.
But you like to paint it though, don't you?
Yeah, we have a really Jackie with a white.
A jack-o'-lantern, yep.
Yeah, we have a white.
That we painted it, yes, I remember. Because I also remember it getting real soft and getting yucky because you wouldn't let me throw it out, but I'll let you keep it until I finally threw it out because it was outside, huh? Remember that? And we put a little light in it that took little batteries. Remember that? It looked like a little candle.
Oh yeah.
Do you like pumpkin pie? You do somewhat, or the thing that I put with the marshmallows? No. You just like the marshmallows, huh?
I just like anchovies, hot it hot.
Okay, now you can put her over here and get her dressed, please. Show me you can do it like a big girl. If you don't. Hey, Maddie, one of our viewers, you know what they told you?
What?
If you don't go to bed before midnight, every night you'll turn into a pumpkin.
Will.
Who knows? You never know.
I don't ever do that.
You go to bed. Did you get her dressed? That's what you're supposed to be doing. Did you forget? You never know with this world. We'll see you go. We'll see that you go. That you took. Stop, Maddie. You took her. Then she took her into her chamber. And said to her, "Run into the garden and bring me a pumpkin." Cinderella went at once to gather the finest. Stop pinching me. She could get. Yeah, for sure. Together the finest she could and brought it to her. She needs your help, Maddie. Go help her or you're not getting that phone. Do you want me to turn you into a pumpkin? I'm good. Gobble up. That's PW in the chat, silly. I was talking about you earlier, and they're like, who's PW? What? If you help her get dressed, then no. There. Ow, that poked my bosoms. Okay, I've lost my spot like I don't know how many times, y'all. Goodness. Don't rip my book. This is very old. We take good care of it like we do yours. Will you see that you go? Stop it! Stop it, Madison.
Where's the Avatar one?
We'll read that one next, but we gotta finish this one first. Yes, very happy and kind and sweet. Well, sometimes, unless you mess with her friends. No, I'm just kidding. Well, okay, I've got to focus. Goodness gracious. We'll see that you go. Get her dressed, and then you can come, whatever. Then she took her into her chamber and said to her, run into the garden and bring me a pumpkin. Cinderella went at once to gather the finest she could get and brought it to her godmother. I can't focus, apparently. Cinderella went at once to gather the finest she could get and brought it to her godmother. And being able to imagine how this pumpkin could help her to go to the ball, her godmother scooped out all the inside of it, leaving nothing but the rind. Then she stuck it. I said stuck it again. Then she struck it with her wand, and the pumpkin was instantly turned into a fine guided coach. Oh my goodness. And then she went to look into the mousetrap. Hey, and she found 6 mice all alive. Well, that's crazy that they're alive, but wild at the same time. Hey, shh. I know you're pretending like you're sleeping, but stop. Goodness gracious. She ordered Cinderella to lift the trapdoor when giving each mouse, as it went out, a little tap with her. What? Stop it, Maddie. It was that moment turned into a fine horse. And the 6 mice made us a fine set of 6 horses of a beautiful mouse-colored dapple gray. Go see what your sister's doing. You want your phone back? The one you use? Bingo lost for a coachman. Ow! Stop before you break my leg now. Cinderella said, I will go and see if there, oh God, is not a rat in the rat trap. We make a coachman of him. You're right, replied her godmom. Go and look, go check on her real quick. Ow! 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 Stop it, PW. You're not helping. 10 hours later. I'm trying to read this. Good job. Oh, you said it so good. Now, let me focus. An hour later. Okay. We're at almost 30 minutes, and I've got through. Ow, Maddie! You can't just jump on my back like that. Shit. You're as big as I am. Don't you dare do it again. Don't you dare do it again. Stop it, PW.
That's it, PW. Oh, hi. Go hi.
Well, I could, but no.
No.
That's not. Never mind. I'm just gonna behave. But lost for a coachman. Cinderella said, I would go and see if there's not a rat in the rat trap. We may make a coach. I don't even remember this version. Yeah, you are. Just like all the rest of these people in the comment. Coachman of them, you are right, replied her godmother. Go and look, Cinderella brought the rat trap to her. And it, shh. Okay, you can have it, but shh. Oh, that were 3. Oh, good, stop.
You got pee on you.
I don't have pee. Will you stop?
Right here.
I hope you didn't pee on me.
I did.
Nasty. Ugh. Being get lost for a coach. Man, Cinderella said, I will go and see if there's not a rat in the rat trap. We may make a coach man of it. You're right, replied her godmother. Go and look. Cinderella brought the rat trap to her. In it, there was 3 huge rats. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's going to get you if you don't The fairy chose the one which had the largest beard. The largest beard. It really says that. And touched him with the wand. Doop, with the beard. Golly. He was turned into a fat coach. That's so mean. Jeez. With the finest mustache. Stop it. Y'all make it. Every time y'all tell me to focus, that makes me focus. God. The finest mustache and whiskers they've ever seen. Have y'all ever heard this version? I haven't. Good, PW. At the finest mustache and whiskers. Woo! After that, she said to her, go into the garden, you will find 6 lizards behind the watering pot. Bring them to me, she says. Oh, God, I cannot with y'all. Yes. Well, not the one part. Look, I'm fixing to point to you about the beard. Somewhere down there. If you can read that. You want a picture? Okay. Remind me. Page 20. Look. Right here. It's on this last paragraph. Right? I don't know if you can read it. Screenshot it. Screenshot it now.
No.
No, I can't act right. Alright, so anyways, here's a children and adults. More reading. Oh, no! Guess what, y'all? We have 1 page, 2 pages, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. And then we're done with this, and if y'all want to do another live, we can. We might have a special guest. Put a 1 in the chat, Mars, if you still want to do that. What's really small? No, I just wanted to make sure those pictures in the book you were reading a long paragraph. Shh. No. I didn't say a collaboration. I just said a special guest. Y'all assumed it was her. But if you want to do that, let me know. Put me a 1 in the chat so I know. She had no sooner done than her godmother turned them into 6 footmen. Okay, I'll do it so I can set it up. You gotta work with me. PW. You're no, shh. Y'all gotta behave, little children, okay? She had no sooner done. So then her godmother turned. Ow, stop pinching me! You did. You just pinched me in my back. Then into 6 footmen who skipped up immediately behind the coach with their liveries. That sounds horrible. With their liveries all trimmed with gold and silver. I'm sure it's part of their dresses or something, but that just sounds horrible. With gold and silver, and they held on as if they had done nothing else their whole lives. Where are they holding on to, and where are they holding on from? Huh? That's what I want to know. Just pretty much. The fairy then said to Cinderella, "Well, see you here at carriage fit." Pretty much. PW. The fairy then said to Cinderella, "When you hear..." That's why, I could not be a principal. I would know. I would go crazy. I'd be like on Matilda, just leaving the freaking school. The fairy then said to Cinderella, Well, you see here a carriage fit to go to the ball. Are you pleased with it?" "Oh, yes," she cried. "But must I go in with these rags?" You don't have to. You're welcome to, stay and just... I'm trying to focus. No, not 10 minutes. LaFrost, thank you for the offer, but no thank you. Only select people get to be my mods. Here they go again. Lord. Look what the cat done again. Lord. The fairy... Hey, stop. Hit me. The fairy then said to Cinderella, "Well, see you here have a..." Okay, I read that. Her godmother simply touched her with her wand. She touched her with her wand? Oh my God. This just gets worse and worse. Goodness. And at the same moment, her clothes were turned into cloth of gold and silver. All decked with jewels. You behave, LaFrost.
What?
They paid me $3,000. No, I'm just kidding. Damn. Her godmother simply touched her. Oh my God, I read again. Jeez. With her wand, and at the same time, her clothes were all turned into the cloth of gold and silver, all decked with jewels. I'm surprised it didn't say pearls as old as this book is. This done, she gave her a pair of the prettiest glass slipper in the whole world. Being thus attired, she got into the carriage. She got into the carriage, her godmother commanding her above all things not to stay till after midnight, and telling her at the same time that she stayed one moment longer. Exactly. At the same time, and she stayed one moment longer, the coach would be a pumpkin again. Her horses, mice. Her coachman, a rat. Her footman, lizards. And her clothes would become just as they were before. We're going to do one more after this, and my surprise guest. She promised her godmother she would not fail to leave the ball before midnight. Failed to leave. I was about to say she promised she would stay out past midnight. I've read that wrong. Oh, goodness. She drove away, scarce able to contain herself for joy. Just curious, can y'all block people or just time them out? Just curious for my reference. The king's son, who was told that a great princess whom nobody knew was come, ran out to receive her. He gave her his hand as she alighted from the coach and led her into the hall where the company was assembled. You can come on as a guest if you like. Okay. Hey, that's just as good as blocking. For some of the trolls. Assembled. There led into the hall where the company was assembled. There was once a profound silence, because I noticed one of them you timed out for like 600 minutes. Everyone left off dancing, and the violins ceased to play, so attracted was everyone by the singular beauties.
Can you not tell PW I said hi?
Gary says hi, PW. There, I told her.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Beauties of the unknown newcomer. Nothing was then heard but a confused sound of voices saying, "What did I do now?" PW says, "Gary, how are you, sir?" As long as you keep it PG, I don't care. Or PG-13, I don't care. Ha, how beautiful she is. Ha, how beautiful she is. Just like PW's welcome to come up too anytime. How beautiful she is. Hawk says, "Hey Gary, hope you're good." Yes, I can. Nothing was then heard but a confused sound of voices saying, "You know, you're always welcome up here," just like any of my moderators are. I'm not going to just say anybody because never know who's watching. Yep. Yes, biggest. Ha, how beautiful it is. Ha, how beautiful it is. Okay, apparently. Apparently they need to repeat themselves. Ha. 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 Yes, yes. Ha. Ha. Ha ha ha. How beautiful she is. Ha. How beautiful she is. Like, why did they need to repeat that? The king himself, old as he was, could not keep his eyes off her. And he told the queen under his breath that was a long time since she had seen such a beautiful and lovely creature. Ooh, she's all flirting with him in today's time. All the ladies were busy studying her clothes because all the ladies were like, "Ooh, she's beautiful," and headdress so that they might have theirs made next day after the same pattern, provided that they could meet with such fine materials and able to hands to make them. Excuse me, sorry. The king's son conducted her to the seat of honor and afterwards took her out to dance with him. She danced so very gracefully that they all admired her more and more. Exactly. How is that weird that they flirt? Oh my goodness. Yes, PW, that's so sweet. You're so beautiful yourself and so kind. A fine collaboration was served, but the young prince, so are you, Autumn, and Abby. I was gonna say Amy for some reason, but Abby. But the young prince ate, so are you, little Hope, ate not a morsel. So intensely was he occupied with her. She went and sat down beside her sisters, showing them 1,000 civilians. Finally, a picture for y'all. Oh my gosh. One picture. One single picture after all those words. I need something to drink, Maddie. Ugh. Can you go check on sister real quick? Fine. All men are beautiful or handsome, however you want to look at that. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. I go because of the comment I said, because I was talking about the women. That's why. And giving them, among other things, part of the oranges and citratones. What? Citrons. Lord, I feel like I'm reading something that's in a different language. Maybe I can plug this back up. Can you go check on sister, please, real quick? Oh, F my knee. And giving them, among other things, part of the oranges and citrons. Get in that corner, now. Maybe it's citrons. I don't know. Citrons. That don't even make sense. Citrons. Citrons? I have no clue. I still feel like I'm reading something in a foreign language. From which the prince had regaled her. This was very much surprised them, for they had not been presented to her. Cinderella heard the clock strike a quarter. Oh, it struck a quarter? So it struck 25? Because that's how much a quarter's worth. So what? No, I'm just kidding. Strike a quarter to 12. She at once made her adieus to the company and hasted away as fast as she could. What in the world? That don't even make sense. As soon as she got home, she ran to find her godmother, and after having thanked her, she said she must wish she might go to the ball. I don't even know how to comment to that. Golly. As soon as she got home, she ran to find her godmother. And after her thanked her, she said she much wished she had to go to the ball the next day because the king's son had asked her to do so. And she was eagerly telling her godmother all that had happened at the ball. Her two sisters knocked at the door. Cinderella opened it. "How long have you stayed?" she said, yawning, rubbing her eyes and stretching herself as if she stretched herself. Now we're reading about Stretch Armstrong. Oh, God. Stretching herself as if she had just awakened. She had not, however, she had any desire to sleep since they went from home. "If you'd been at the ball," said one of her sisters, "you could have not been tired with it. There came thither the finest princess, the most beautiful ever was seen, with mortal eyes. What, we're talking about Mortal Kombat now? Oh, goodness. She showed us 1,000 civilians. That's mean. Don't point that out. Jeez, Louise. Mortal eyes. She showed us 1,000 civilities and gave us oranges and citrons. Yeah, you're just seeing stuff. That's what PW's pretty much saying. What is citrons? Love you too, PW. What's citrons? I'm curious. Unless it's citrons. But either way, it still don't make sense. Can somebody tell me what that is? Look that up real quick. Citrons. Oranges and citrons. Look, my hair done fell and everything. Oh my goodness. What, biggest? Why are you crying? Well, you are. Love you too. Cinderella did not show any pleasure at this. I'm still curious what citrons or citrons is. Can someone please let me know? Is it a fruit? Is it like, what is it? Cinderella did not show any pleasure at this. Indeed, she asked him the name of the princess, but they told her she did not know it, and that the king's son was very much concerned and would give all the world to show who she was, because that's the kind of king he is, to show off his lady, also known as Cinderella. A transformer? What? That's kind of weird. Basically some type of oranges and a transformer? You're funny. Or are you just trying to be funny? I'm lost now, but it's okay. Cinderella did not show any pleasure at this. Indeed, she asked them to name the princess, but they told her did not know it, and that the king's son was very much concerned, and it would give all the world to show she was. At the Cinderella, smiling, replied, "Was she then so very beautiful? How fortunate you have been. Could I not see her?" No! I'm the troll that missed the party. What? Well, you should have been here. You would have saw all kinds of stuff. Them being all crazy. Like, really crazy. They were being mean, too. And would give all the world to know who she was. At the Cinderella, smiling, replied, "She was then so very beautiful. How fortunate you have been. Could I not seen her? Dear Miss Charlotte, do lend me your yellow suit of clothing, which you wear every day." To be sure," cried Miss Charlotte. Look how old this picture looks. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. Here we go. What did you say? PW, that was good. That was a good one. Instead, here's your cookie. Guess what? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3 more. Don't be so hard on yourself. Who says trolls come in certain sizes and shapes? Huh? Because it's good to be different. To not be the same. Lend me my clothes to such a dirty Cinderich as thou art. I should be out of my mind to do so. Cinderella indeed expected such an answer and was very glad of her refusal. And she would have been sadly troubled if PW, that's funny. Well, they're short, and the regular, like the ones for the troll bridge and stuff, they're short and stuff. What's wrong, Maddie? What's wrong, biggest? Okay, well, get in, lay down. Do a check on sister before you come in here. What's she doing? Okay, is she watching on TV?
No.
Yeah, they do have tons of hair. Where's she at? Is she in the bedroom or your room?
In her bedroom.
Where?
In her bedroom.
Oh, in the bedroom. Okay. Yeah, they're short. They look like they're about that tall, even though hopefully they're bigger than that, because that wouldn't scare me away. Would it scare y'all away? Lend my clothes to such a dirty Cinderella as thou art. I should be out of my mind to do so. Cinderella expected such an answer and very glad of her refusal. Exactly. For she would have been sadly troubled if her sister had lent her jestingly asked for. I want to hear that song now. And Cinderella indeed expected such an answer and sadly troubled if her sister had lent her jestingly asked for. The next day, the two sisters went to the ball, and so did Cinderella. Yeah, me too. Come in. Anyways, not stuck in my head for sure. The next day, the two sisters went to the ball. So did Cinderella. But she dressed more magnificently. Can y'all see my face? There we go. I feel like I was like that and y'all couldn't see me. There we go. Magnificently than before. The king's son was always by her side, and her pretty speeches to her never ceased. These by no means annoyed the young lady. Indeed, she quite forgot her godmother's orders to her. Uh-oh. So she heard the clock began to strike 12 when she thought it could not be more than 11. That'd be my luck, thinking, oh no, oh my God, is it really 12? She then rose up and fled as a nimble. A nimble? Okay. As a deer. The prince followed, but she could not overtake her. He was trying to overtake her? That doesn't sound like something in a kid's book should be there. The prince followed her, but could not overtake her. 9 minutes would be 12. 11, well, your time, but it's 11, almost mine. Then she rose up and fled, a nimble as a deer. What the heck? Okay. The prince followed, but could not overtake her. She left behind one of her glass slippers, which the prince took up most carefully. She got home. I guess so. I guess so. They find it out somewhere, or nowadays can search it. So watch your kids on the internet. She got home, but quite out of breath, without her carriage and her old clothes. I lost my spot. She left one of her glass slippers, which the prince took up most carefully. It should be, yeah, exactly. Not the way they worded that. Carefully, she got home, but quite out of breath, without her carriage and her old clothes. Well, I hope she had clothes on, but wow, she was out of breath. Oh, goodness gracious. Have nothing left of her and her finery but one Little slippers fell to one she had dropped. Yep, pretty much. The princess goes out as they replied. They had nobody go but a young girl, very meanly dressed. How do you meanly dress? Oh my goodness. Very meanly dressed. I'm still trying to figure out how you meanly dress. The way they word some of this stuff, my goodness. Who had more than the air of poor country girl than a young lady. So, because she's a country girl, she gets more air. Oh my God, the way this is, oh my God. Ugh. Who had more air of a poor country girl than a young lady. Like, this is so horrible. Like, geez. When the two sisters returned from the ball, Cinderella asked them if they had a pleasant time and if the fine lady had been there. So she asked them if the fine lady was there. Is she into herself or just trying to play it off as someone else? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it literally like what the Houdini? I mean, it's a kid's book, but goodness. Cinderella asked him if they had a pleasant time if the fine lady had been there. Exactly, she's telling herself. They told her yes, that she hurried away the moment it struck 12, and with not much haste, that she dropped one of her little slippers. Haste? Haste, oh my goodness. That she dropped one of her little slippers. So, assuming it's a little foot. So, it couldn't have been mine, because I've got a big foot. Are you supposed to read a page each year till you become... God. That's hilarious. And with so much haste that she dropped one of her little slippers, the prettiest in the world. With the king's son. So you're saying approximately 5? That would be what, 2 a year? You get to read one page every 2 years or something, then you might be okay. Then you might be okay. She dropped one of her little slippers. She's the prettiest in the world. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No wonder we didn't read it, because they're too long. That's why they're gifted to us. Like, goodness, I've already lost train of thought. No, even, like, I know the story, and I'm lost behind it.
Don't you know that word you've been trying to figure out? A lot of scientists use it, but it's actually a calculus term.
What is it?
It's just, I don't remember the
It's just
exact
a
term.
calculus term.
A lot of scientists use it.
Well, it sounds stupid. It doesn't sound nice.
The one that,
Something to do with the
what's his
current.
name thought it was a transformer being funny.
He was just
Yeah,
being
it's
funny.
just a term for scientists use it, and it's also a term in calculus.
Yeah, but I'm like, is it a fruit? Is it like it didn't make sense?
It's kind of like how you got 9 minus y equals.
Yeah.
It's just a term.
It just, that's ridiculous. Why is it necessary to even put that in there? But anyways, thank you for looking it up. I appreciate it. Oh, you knew it? Look at you showing your smarts today. Good job.
Calculus.
You didn't do calculus. Okie dokie pokey. You did calculus?
Yeah, a long time ago though. I love all my roses.
Love you too. That's funny. Yes, we are all smart. Well, I'm glad you told me because I didn't know.
That's why they gave you the middle name Rose.
You didn't pick her name Rose.
That's why it's on my own too.
But you didn't pick her name Rose. I did. Actually, me and your Gigi picked your name.
But okay.
No, me and her Gigi picked it. Okay, here we go.
I was trying to figure out the way to put on my arm.
But you didn't pick her name.
That's arguing.
We're not. We're just communicating. Call loudly. When the two sisters returned from the ball, Cinderella asked them if they had a pleasant time. That's a good movie, though, just saying. Actually, me and my mom picked her name because we were playing with different names. And I said, Rose. She said, yes. Sounds good. And I asked him what he thinks. So, when the two sisters returned from the ball, Cinderella asked them if they had a pleasant time.
Baby girl, breathe. You got this.
When the two roses, damn it. When the two sisters returned from the ball, Cinderella asked them if they had a pleasant time and if the fine lady had been there. They told us yes, but she had hurried away. The moment struck 12, and with a very much haste, I guess that's fast, or should be, I don't know, haste, that she dropped one of her little glass slippers, the prettiest in the world, which the king's son had taken up. So much haste that she dropped one of her little glass slippers, the prettiest in the world, which the king's son had taken up. They said further that she had done nothing but look at her all the time, and the most certainly he was very much in love with the beautiful owner of the glass slipper. She was very much in love with the slipper, so I guess he had foot fetish because he wasn't in love with the girl, but the slipper. Ha! When they said, very true, for a few days after the king's son caused it to be proclaimed by sound of trumpet that would marry her whose foot the slipper would fit exactly. I mean, that's what it says. So, I mean, like, I guess he was a foot fetishist in love with the girl, like it should have been written. But okay. They would try to be on the princesses, then on the duchess. They were on the princesses, then the duchess? Yeah, you're right. It went from a PG story to 50 Shades of Grey with Rose. Haha. Oh my God, PW. Like, it happens, believe it or not, in this world. That's what's crazy. At least my feet would be all purty all the time, and I'd have cute shoes, I guess. What said, very true, for a few days after the son caused it to be proclaimed. By sound of trumpet, that he would marry her whose feet the slipper would fit exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying, but I can't help the way it's wrote. I cannot help the way it's wrote. Oh, goodness. Dang it, my hair is falling anyway, so I'm just going to pull it down. There. Well, damn it. Darn it. Okay, let's read that one more again. By sound of trumpet. So he blows a trumpet before he finds her shoe. decided he would marry her whose foot this slipper would fit exactly. Trying. They began to try it on their princesses. Then on the Duchess. And then all the ladies of the court. All the ladies. So they wanted all the ladies to... But in vain. See? They want to do it in vain. I cannot with this. They want to do it in vain. Finding the girl's slipper, the lady's slipper. Oh my God. Jeez. It was brought to the two sisters who did all they possibly could to thrust a foot. They thrust a foot. Oh my God. They thrust a foot. One more time. It was brought to the two sisters who did all they possibly could to thrust a foot. Myers into the slipper, but they could not succeed, so they tried to thrust a foot. But was it successful? Sounds like many men this day and time. Oh no, God! Foot into the slipper, but they could not succeed. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Could not thrust a foot into the slipper, but they could not succeed. Cinderella, who saw this and knew her slipper, said to them, laughing, "Let me see if it will not fit me." Don't peach me. Oh goodness. Let me see if it will not fit me. You mean to see if it will fit me? But okay. Her sisters burst out a laughing. How do you a laughing? Into laughter, maybe? Should be there. Oh my goodness. And began to banter her. How do you banter somebody? Oh my goodness. The gentleman who was sent to try the slipper looked earnestly at Cinderella. So he looked at her. How? That's what y'all should be asking yourselves. Oh my goodness. And finding her very handsome. Y'all, I can't make this crap up. He's finding her very handsome. He is finding her very handsome. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Hog, you're hilarious. What? Go get Blue. I'm busy right this second. Oh, I'm literally sweating trying to read this. This is freaking hilarious. Let me see if it will not fit. Her sisters burst of laughter and began to banter her. The gentleman, who sent to try the slipper, looking earnestly at her. Very handsome. I cannot. Yeah, it did. It says, her sisters burst out a laughing and began to banter her. So I guess it was this day and time. I'm not saying that word, but it starts with a T. But seriously, it says it. And finding her very handsome. Like, it literally says it, y'all. Like, oh my goodness gracious. Said it, but just that she try on. And that he orders to let every lady try it on. And that she orders every lady to try on. What are they trying on? Oh my goodness. He obligated Cinderella. He Cinderella to sit down. And putting the slipper to her little foot. He found it went on very easily and fitted her as if it had been made of wax. Okay, never mind. I'm being haved. The astonishment of her two sisters was great, but was still greater when Cinderella pulled out of her pocket the other slipper. Why did she have it in her pocket? I bet that was very pokey. And put it on her other foot. Thereupon, in her came her godmother. Her godmother came in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, pretty much. Pocket the other slipper and put it on her foot. Thereupon, and came her godmother, who had touched Cinderella's clothes with her wand, made them more magnificent than those she had worn before. And now her two sisters found out to be that beautiful lady they had seen at the ball. They threw themselves at her feet to beg pardon for all their ill treatment of her. Hi, BH Road Stories. How are you doing? Cinderella took them up as she embraced them, and then she forgave them with all her heart and begged them to love her always. Don't ever beg anybody to love you. Just love them for them. Don't be begging for somebody to love you. If they don't love you, then accept it. She was conducted to the young prince, dressed as she was. Yes, this is number 2 book. He thought her more charming than ever, and a few days later married her. Cinderella, who was as good as she was beautiful. Well, never mind. I'm not going to comment on that one. Cinderella, who was as good as she was beautiful, gave her 2 sisters a home in the palace, and that very same day married them to 2 great lords of the court. Guess what? We are finally finished with that story, and then we're gonna do maybe another one. Alrighty. Thank y'all for joining. This is the Roses, 1722. Who was so kind? Yeah, she was kind, actually. This is the Roses, 1722. Thank y'all all for watching. The Cinderella went all crazy and wild. She was definitely a wild one. If y'all don't mind, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. And we will see y'all in a minute. Finally finished. Over an hour later. Yes. Something that should probably took 15 minutes. You have a wonderful night as well. See y'all soon. Mwah! Okay, press the X.